Welcome to a dual live simulcast. I'm also doing this on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about Earth Day and offer a meditation. And really it's less about Earth Day, it's more about the planet. It's more about our connection to, if you look up like Roman and Greek mythology, Gaia, if you want to call it that. But if we were to look at this sort of differently and call it perhaps it's like Mother's Day, because when you think about the material that we're made from, we all come from the planet. We came from the primordial ooze that sort of created this physical being, and the earth is really our first mother. And so today is a different sort of Mother's Day. It's our ancient Mother's Day. And really what I want to talk about today is how we can connect to that energy, and that this isn't really just about being environmentally conscious, although that's a great thing, but it's also just about being respectful for the planet that has become this sort of, it is our universal mother. So I see a bunch of folks here on YouTube saying hello, hello. And I'm going to be using, actually this is a geo that hasn't been opened up, but if any of you would like to do a meditation today and just want to grab a stone from outside, you can go ahead and do that while I get started here. And this is beautiful because it reminds all of us that we don't have to go and get an expensive stone. This was actually a gift from a neighbor, but you can go outside and find anything that you resonate with. And sometimes it's even better when it has this kind of great earthy quality to it. The power that's in the stone is going to be there. This has both like a grounding quality and also this beautiful sort of blue stone here that's going to be really great for communication and also connecting to the universe. So if you want to pick a stone outside, or if you have one handy, this will really be great for the meditation today. While some of you are going and finding a crystal or a stone to meditate with, I just want to give you a couple of quick thoughts and let you know how I've been connecting with the earth energy through retrograde and how it's been helping me out a little bit. First of all, about 2 or 3 nights ago, I just had this intuition that I really needed to connect with the planet. And as I was laying down in bed, I called out to Gaia, or to the earth. And I just sort of, I said thank you, and I thought of all the things that I've done in my life to help the planet. I really have a green thumb, and I love to plant flowers, I love to clean things up outside, and I felt this sort of gratitude wash back over me, almost like a warm blanket that covered me up. And if you've ever thought about the fact that we actually are from, I've talked about this in previous videos, but we are constituted by basically the remainder of a star. This planet, the heavy metals, the rocks, also the organic material comes from many stars actually that have probably come and gone. And in the beginning it was like hydrogen and helium mostly, but each time a big supernova happens, these heavier metals and rocks and things came. So at our core, we are a star, and this planet comes from a star as well. And we're all connected through this sort of star stuff. And so just like we have a soul, the planet itself has a sort of collective consciousness. All of the energy that we kind of have put into it, it has sort of a sentience or a knowledge, a soul. And also it really is our mother. So what we want to think about today is I'll do a meditation where we offer gratitude to the earth. Also, I'll try to get all of us grounded so that we can try to pull ourselves into a really nice place during the retrograde. I know it's always tricky, some of the energy that comes up, some of the challenges that come up. But if you listen to my monthlies, some great stuff can happen as well. And I think the more grounded we are, the more even-tempered and able-minded we are to sort of realize the blessings of retrograde. So we'll focus on gratitude, on grounding, and then also, because the earth basically allows things to grow, the very last thing that we'll do is put a wish out there, almost like a dandelion seed. We'll blow it out to the universe, and after we give thanks and we send healing energy to the earth, because it very much needs it right now, perhaps our prayer will be answered and something will come back in return. One thing I want to also put out before we get into that is if we could just sort of put aside this idea of global warming or sustainability and all the reasons that go through this, like whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's happening, it really boils down to it's the right thing to do for all the reasons I said. If we were to treat the planet the same way we would treat our mother or a relative, it would just make sense that we need to take care of it. And also, I do believe in reincarnation, and so if for no other reason, then you all are going to come back to this planet one day. You might as well make it a beautiful return rather than have a lot of, trash floating around and things like that. So it's good for you, it's good for the planet. It's also the right thing to do because we're all interconnected, and when you respect one thing, you respect everything, and you also respect yourself. And it's an extension of you, and it's an extension of God. So really, being kind to the environment is being kind to yourself and being more connected to God. So it's an act of gratitude and respect. I think if we thought of it as a ritual of gratitude rather than responsibility, it would be so much easier for all of us to basically celebrate what it means to have a sustainable lifestyle, or again, to recycle or take care of the planet. So before I get started, because a lot of what I do is based in tarot, I'm going to use this nice earthy deck here and take a look at 3 things that we can focus on during our meditation that will help us and that will help the planet. So let me go ahead and shuffle. And because I'm using 2 devices here, I'm going to pull each one of the cards up as I shuffle. Usually I'll turn the camera down, but I'm doing two feeds at once, so I just want to make sure that I can not have to readjust. All right, so the first card that I'm going to pull is the 3 of Wands. And this is actually about, there's nothing really negative about this. It shows you that whatever you put out into the universe is going to come back to you. And really, any small effort that you do is going to show a return. So even though some of us may be frustrated and feel frustrated, like how can I make change? This is just saying, just the fact that you're already tuning in and maybe have an optimism and a sort of good attitude towards it will help affect change for others. So no matter what you do, it will make a difference, is really what this card is saying. It also has a little bit of patience. You'll notice there's a beautiful tree taking sprout here on the left-hand side of this card. So what you want to do then is make one small effort and keep at it. It will, just like that tree, grow over time. All right, so the next card that we're going to look at is Green Man, and it's reversed. But the Green Man is equivalent to the Fool in this deck, and this is about making a new start, taking a chance, doing something new. And so over the course of this retrograde as well, embrace the new beginnings, even if they are unexpected, thus the reversal. The other thing, again, and this is very much what I talked about in my monthlies, is a lot of the changes and a lot of the shifts that we're seeing are actually happening for our own better good, basically our well-being. So if we can just sort of go with the flow and assume the best, go and start some new things, some new habits in this period, that's going to help. Let's look and see what this is all about and really what we can expect, both in our change in approach to how we treat the planet and also a little bit in retrograde. So we have a reversal of the 10 of Swords, which is actually good, but it's showing us that there's a lot more work to do. And I don't think this comes as a surprise because the planet is a little bit in crisis right now. We see glaciers starting to retreat. We see ocean levels rising. We see trash at the bottom of the oceans. We have, in a lot of countries, really difficulty breathing because of the pollution. So if I were to sum up the Earth right now, this is a great card, 10 of Swords reversed. The thing with this is it's a note to sort of say, enough, right? Because when we read tarot, the 10 of Swords is an ending, and it's also a wake-up call. And I would say, if I were to intuit and see how this may go in the long run, if we don't listen to the 10 of Swords, it becomes the Tower or the Devil. So why don't we listen now and embrace the energy of this card, because it's a lot nicer and it's going to affect us in a much better way. So with the Green Man, new beginnings, greener way of thinking, and much as we see here, if you can do something to give back. So you'll notice maybe in the background, I just sort of brought my amaryllis plants back to life here, and I'm going to get a summer bloom for those. You can have an effect on the environment simply by planting some sort of a shrub, a tree, or a flower that you love, or bringing something green in your house and loving it and having that be a daily sort of gift to the universe and say, thank you so much for sustaining me. I'm offering this little bit of love, and hopefully that'll bring some oxygen to your house and a little bit of the earth, just like this rock did, and it can ground you. So buy a house plant, take care of it, love it, buy some spring bulbs or a beautiful flower outside and take care of it over the course of the year. And if you see something die, replace it. And when I was meditating to the earth, I could really feel the gratitude for like every single flower or act of recycling or well-doing, or sort of well-intentioned deed that I did. So think about that and know that one little thing can make a big difference. All right, so let's get into the meditation part of this session today. And I'd like everybody to get to a place where they're comfortable. So whether you're on a chair, laying down, go ahead and find a place where you feel at peace. And I would love for you, if you could, to have something earth related. So whether it's a rock, or if you're close to a plant, or if you're outside listening on your headphones under a tree or something like that, somehow connect with the earth. And if for some reason you're in an office or you just have nothing nearby, just you can follow my meditation and I will try to ground you and bring in imagery as well. Okay, so everybody please close your eyes. And with the first breath, I just want you to acknowledge how great it is that you're taking a few minutes out of your day, not only to meditate, but to give back to the planet. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale, and think of something you want to let go of in your life, whether it's a habit, a thought, or something that doesn't bring you comfort. And as you exhale, with each following breath, I want you to see that trouble almost as a feather. Think of it getting lighter and lighter, and the very presence of your breath is enough to push it away. The strength of your own thoughts is enough to push it away. With the next breath, let's actually connect with the planet. So if you're holding a crystal or a rock like I am, bring that close to your heart. And as you breathe in, just give gratitude that you're alive and that you're sustained by the water, by the food, by the shelter that you have on this planet. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. And with the third breath, I want you to imagine a place in your life that brings you comfort somewhere on the planet, whether it's the beach, your backyard, the safety of your own home, or perhaps some of you that are travelers at heart, it could even be in the air. You're flying around and looking at the beautiful planet. So whatever part of the earth brings you the most joy, take a snapshot of that in your head and send it out to the universe and just say thank you. Thank you for providing this beautiful planet, this place that no matter how much we seem to abuse it, it still allows us to stay here. That is sort of the definition of unconditional love. No matter what we do, it's here. So thank you so much to the planet for being unconditional and towards us, and your love, and also just being very patient as we become aware and learn to take care of you the way you've taken care of us. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. All right, at this point, I would like you to really relax your body, not just sort of the shoulders and the back, but every single part of your body. So if you can lay down, or if you can kind of slouch back in your chair, this is a fabulous time to do that. And we're going to start at the top of our head, and I'm going to use a ray of light as we're doing this to both clean out our energy and also, again, get us connected to the solar system and the planet that we're on. So I'm going to first imagine that we're outside on a nice warm summer day on the beach, and you can feel the sand beneath you supporting your shoulders, your neck, the very nape of your back, your legs and your feet. Everything is really soft to the touch. You know that sand can have many different consistencies. This is like really fine sand, cool to the touch. The only thing that brings warmth at the moment is the sun above you. So feel first that ray of light is starting on your crown chakra. Perhaps you can picture fluffy clouds around the sun and a beam of light peeking through those clouds. Starting with the crown of your head, it's clearing out any energy that does not belong there, that does not benefit you. And since you're lying down on the beach, you can feel that anything that doesn't serve you, you can send it back into the earth. The earth is forgiving that way. It's the universal recycler, and it can take that energy and put it to good use, or just really ground it and reuse it, do something else with it. So allow your thoughts that are heavy to fall out of your head, to actually fall into the sand. And there's so many grains of sand that it's almost like a sieve. It's taking those heavy thoughts and making them lighter, smaller, less difficult for you to deal with, and the earth accepts those thoughts. It's an offering of sorts to the earth, and it accepts them. Perhaps after some of those heavy thoughts leave your body, you can offer a thought of gratitude, just letting that fertilize the earth after it's taken the things that you don't need. That ray of light above you is now moving down to your throat chakra, giving you the ability to speak your truth, to say things that are difficult, to speak up when other people aren't willing to. Perhaps this is about being good with the environment, or just speaking the truth in your own life. Whatever it is that you need to have more clarity or more truth with, allow the thoughts or the speech or the speaking techniques that you've used in the past that don't serve you to fall away from your throat chakra into the sand, to be filtered by all the sand and fall into the earth. Your throat is left clear, the light is all that remains, and perhaps you can whisper some sort of gratitude to the earth. Thank you, I love you, something like that, whatever's true to you. As you do that, you feel the ray of light moving from your throat to your heart. Beautiful green energy, which is so appropriate on Earth Day. Send that to Mother Earth, to Gaia, whatever you call this planet. And whatever's not allowing your heart to be truly open, let that fall away. Let it fall through the sand into the earth, and replace that with something that brings you joy, and something on the earth that brings you joy, perhaps swimming in the ocean, running on the beach, laying down in your backyard under your favorite tree, whatever your memory is that's related to the environment of this planet, or an animal that you love, whether it's a zebra, an elephant, or some other thing, maybe your dog. Send that thought into the earth and say thank you for bringing this type of life or this type of event. Inhale and exhale. Allow the light to now move down into your solar plexus, right around your belly button. And here's where you're holding any sort of anxiety in your life over relationships, over power situations, anything that's been stressing you out. Let that chakra unravel. See it as yarn that's wound up too tightly, and with this simple thought, I'm letting go. You actually let go of that chakra. That tightness becomes unwound or uncoiled, and the energy that was weighing you down sinks into the sand, into the earth, and is gone. All that's left is a beautifully bright chakra that is open, really strong energy emanating from that area, and you now can fill yourself up with something that you love from the planet. Perhaps, since we're working in the stomach, something that you enjoy eating, your favorite fruit or vegetable. And whatever it is, say thank you to the earth for providing that sustenance for you. Let's now let the light go further down into our second chakra, where we hold creativity, where we are allowed and able to celebrate life with other human beings. So anything that you're holding here from a past relationship, maybe it's shame, maybe it's control, maybe it's something that you just wish you could let go of. Much like the previous chakra, feel the energy starting to get lighter, starting to unravel, and anything that's heavy allowed to fall through your body, out of the subtle body, into the earth. And the same with the first chakra, which is where we hold issues of security, and when we don't feel grounded, when we feel like we're just ambling about from situation to situation. I really want you to push the lower back and that area of like legs, butt, lower back into the earth, and feel that you are supported. Let go of any feeling of lack of safety, of danger, of shame, of anything that could be blocking your creative flow, or again, your sense of being taken care of. If no one else in your life is taking care of you, the planet is. It's always there for you. So let's take one last deep breath. Exhale. And again, allow that light to move down through those last two chakras if you haven't already in your own vision. And at this point, having released any of those shackles that have been bringing us down, you feel that your body is lighter, that you can almost float. And I want you to allow your consciousness to rise above your body. Maybe you see your body. This is like an out-of-body experience. So I want you to raise higher and higher your consciousness, your subtle body. Look down now with a bird's eye view of yourself, the planet. I want you to go even higher so that all you see around you is blue sky, tiny little dots for the people, and beautiful, massive ocean. Wherever you were on that planet now, you're just seeing the landmass, not your body anymore, until you're all the way into space and you can actually see the entire globe, celebrating the miracle that is this planet, that is so unique. There really isn't anything else in this particular solar system that resembles it, possibly not even in the Milky Way. So be happy and be grateful that we landed here. There are a lot of other galaxies and planets we could be on. And as you're out in space, feeling even more weightless, without worry, free is really the word that comes to mind to me, like that Green Man card that we saw. I want you now to place symbolically your heart and your arms around the planet and simply think in your heart, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for providing for me. Thank you for grounding me. And I'm sorry I haven't said it more often. I'm going to do something in the next day, week, or month to come to do better at taking care of you, because you've always taken care of me. And at this point, I'd like you to take one last look from space. Take a look at the beautiful moon, the sun, the planets. And just like that feather we talked about earlier, I want your spirit now to start to float back through the atmosphere, gently through the clouds, getting closer and closer to your body, bringing with it the knowledge, the levity, the lightness of being that you had when you were outside of your body, the gratitude and the love, and again, that promise that you're going to try to do better, whatever it is that you want to do better in. Know that saying it makes it so. Take one last deep breath. Exhale. Now take hold of whatever stone you have or whatever connection to the earth you have. I want you to bring it close to your heart. Feel that connection to the planet again. Feel that you are within your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Open up your eyes. And whatever you've been meditating over, whenever you need to be grounded, whenever you feel like you need a connection to be more in your body, to be more sort of focused on your purpose, grab that stone or grab that item, and you're going to be able to do that just by kind of holding on to it. Now my hands are literally tingling, so I know that we have created a healing not only for ourselves, but also for the planet. And you can go even deeper in your own meditations and really connect to the planet. What I did in mine also was to think of every event that I had done that helped the planet. So from going outside and cleaning up trash, or raking autumn leaves, or planting those spring bulbs, or simply sometimes if I take a walk on the beach or in my favorite canyon, sometimes I'll just stop for a second to take it in and be appreciative. So all of those moments, I sent them like a love letter to the planet. And again, I felt this beautiful sort of hug right back. So if you guys can do something like that in your own meditation, I feel like, good, I see some people here on YouTube saying you can feel the hands tingling, and some folks on Facebook saying that the cloud really looked like a feather that you saw. So I'm glad that this resonated with you guys as well. So during these guided meditations, the reason I'll go live actually is because the collective energy that we can do as a group praying live, even through the internet, is pretty amazing. Always better to meditate with a group if you can. I don't always have a chance to look at all the comments here, but I'm looking right now, so I'm glad that this resonated with everybody. So again, one last thing that I want to say is, if we could in the days and weeks to come, try to take the emotions, the politics, the sort of like all the stuff that's getting in the way of why we should take care of the planet, and put into focus the fact that it's our home, it's our mother, we reincarnate, we're coming back, then that's really all we need. Why wouldn't you take care of it? Would you trash your house? No. So we shouldn't do it to the planet. So I think if all of the folks that are really into sustainability, or the politicians that are arguing about this, if we could just focus on that, all this other stuff would fall away. It's just the right thing to do. That's why we should do it. So I hope this helped. It was great to see you guys. I try to do at least one of these videos a month or every 2 months. And because I had such a beautiful experience with my meditation, I thought I got to do something about the planet. And then I looked at the calendar and Earth Day was here. So my guides were probably working with me on that to make sure that today was the day we talked about it. So again, much love to all the mothers out there and to everybody out there. And please remember that even if everyone else in your life is letting you down, the Earth never does. It's always there for you. So give back to it and love yourselves. Much love to everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.